Hello everybody, what is going on? Shawshed here and welcome back to another episode of Ambroid, okay? So, I just wanted to turn on the recording software so that you could see what has been going on as of late. Earlier in the day, I took 5 acres of vacant land from Stuck in a Duck. I used the, I'll show you right now, I used the feature here, oh you actually can't see it. Oh, that's right. You can claim land from vacant land that has not been built on once every 3 days. So I did that against Mr. Stuck in a Duck, and let's just say he did not take that particularly nicely. He scouted out the land with an initial attack, and he has attacked Vector. Oh, and he is mad about it too. So, I have great news for the people of Ambroid. Let's go here to click send messages. Right. There are free passes. That's right. On sale now. Free passes to major rank, unharmed and unmolested. The Shawshed guarantee. Price of entry: the destruction of Stuck in a Duck. You come against my allies, and we will attack you. Stuck in a Duck here, still stuck at captain rank, but look at him. He's online. Look at him. He's preparing himself for another round of barrage against my ally Vector. And this will simply not do. This is simply unacceptable. Alright. As you can see here, my money and my land and my current power projection is way too high to go down and slap the duck back. But, nevertheless, I will still try to coerce or to incentivize people in the captain rank to attack Mr. Duck. Okay, he's got a lot of combat points. He's a powerful long-term player, but his ego might have got him into a little bit of trouble this time. We're going to see if anyone takes me up on their offer. I've sent Alliance 3 to the offer, and and Mr. Decap the offer as well. So we will have to see. We will have to see whether or not. Actually, let me send it to Sonic as well. Let me click this. Let me click this. I'll copy that. And I will send this to Mr. Sonic. Okay, we'll see if there are any takers on that. We'll see if there are any takers on that. Well, I think it's safe to say that we kicked him. That our strategy worked. Unfortunately, he did not attack, so we couldn't witness it live. But our call to war worked out quite well. He is now back down to private, sitting on just 1,200 acres of land, 11,000 people. He's been kicked all the way down from captain to private, and he's been kicked down, forced to tuck his little duck tail between his legs. I would call that a success. Alright, so a couple of days have passed since that last clip that you saw, and we have some new developments. Now, you might already be able to see here a couple of the developments here. We are up to 3,322 acres of land. I have just finished, the time has just ticked over to, I guess, 16 minutes in the morning, and our money's looking good. Let's go over a couple of the developments that we've had so far. So, probably the most important one that I wanted to cover was this over here. Okay, so Calamord and Bohapi Board Habir. I'm gonna call him Habibi. So Board Habibi and Mr. Calamord decided to come up to major rank, and to their own detriment, especially Mr. Calamord. If you look at here, I took quite a bit of acres. I mean, piss all money. Like I made 600 bucks. But I killed a lot of his units as well and forced him down. Now, if we look at the rankings at the moment, a couple of things have changed. Top Dog is now in Major, right? He's protected, hence why I don't smack his face in the face. And Mr. Vector is up here as well. Now, if you remember from last time, Mr. Vector and I are in a little alliance here. We're working quite well together, I must admit. Our bank up to 7 million schmackle-doodles, so I'm pretty happy with that. We've got quite a bit of money in the bank. So, yeah, okay, so let's cover over this. So, yeah, Calamord came up a day ago. I smacked him back down. Board Habibi came up a day ago. I smacked him back down. Bored Mr. Habibi tried to take acres from me. It didn't go so well for him. Vector's been attacking Top Dog, and yet somehow Top Dog thinks it's a good idea to come up to Major. Try and solve that equation. Calamord attacked Mr. Vector, now Vector is up in Major. And, you know, that happened. But we are slowly putting chunks of change into the Alliance assets, into our lovely vault over here, so that we can get one of these buildings, which will be pretty good. We also, a little bit of a hush-hush thing. Don't tell anyone. Don't let anyone else know. We might have a new Alliance member joining very soon. You know, maybe someone on this list. Maybe someone. We might have someone joining, so that could be a little bit of fun as well. So we'll have to see how that goes. Is the reason I'm not clicking the recruitment tab. Right. As for our military, we are now a fully maxed out major. Okay, that's a pretty big advancement. We are now a fully maxed out major. DP and AP as follows. I know that there are quite a few Ambroid players who do watch this. If you're watching this, it has now changed. I will obviously change this and shuffle some of these things around, just because I don't want my DP and AP to be predictable. But that's okay anyways, because no one else can reach me. If we go to war, this is Top Dog's DP. Okay, he is not the strongest creature. He's not the strongest creature. And the only reason we can't attack him is because it says protected. Okay, so I can't exactly attack him. But if I was to attack him, just to give you guys a little bit of strategy, his estimated DP is 3,620. Now there is about a 5 to 10% margin of error in this calculation, so it could be as low as like 3,300, or maybe as high as 3,900, maybe even 4,000. Okay. So what I'm going to typically do when I attack Top Dog, and it's a when, not an if, I'll send about 4,000 AP into attack, and maybe 4,100, just to be sure. Okay, there is precise calculations you can do with this number, but it doesn't seem particularly useful to me. If we check out the rankings here, a couple of the interesting things that have gone on. The Duck, if you remember, was hovering around Captain, like the top of Captain rank here. Now he's all the way down at Private, okay? He's just farming down in Private, but look at this. He's still stuck on 1,200 acres. He's dumb and poor. Okay, and his money won't be great either. Lost cash. He's won like a good chunk of change. He's won 1.2 million. So I can't imagine that his bank account is particularly sore. But the more money that he accrues in Private, right? If he's just going to sit there gaining bags and bags of cash, well, that's great and all, but it's going to be a little bit of a problem when anyone else attacks him, right? Because if they get off a successful attack on him, and there is like, what, 12 privates down there, or 11 privates, they can really easily take his money. Whereas when I'm in Major here, I can just stockpile as much money as I want, and they can't really do anything about it. The only alternative is that he might be putting a lot of his money into his Alliance assets, into his vault here. That's what he could be doing with his money, but still, I don't know, he's going to need a lot of money to rank up to Captain, and especially to Major. So I think that his strategy of just farming a bunch of combat points, which is one of the win conditions, of course, all things being equal, combat points do matter, isn't exactly as important as he might make it out to be. I think my plan of staying in Major here with Mr. Vector, and your Top Dog will be dropping down soon, don't you worry, I'll sort him out in a minute, and maybe someone else who may or may not be on this list. Someone else might be coming up to Major as well. We'll have to check it out later on. I don't want to give away the game just yet. So I'll go into guide real quick, and I'll tell you why I think his combat point strategy is dumb. Now he's a smart guy, Mr. Stuck in a Duck. He's a very smart fella. But if we have a look down here, this is the combat points tab. Okay, so when you win an acre at Private, you gain 5 combat points. Right. So if you do an attack that wins like 100 combat points, 100 acres, you know, that's like what, 5,000 combat points. 500. You know what I mean. However, as you go up the rankings, you gain more and more per acre won. Okay, so right now, if I took 1 acre from someone, I would gain 15 combat points. If I took 2, I'd get 30. 3, 45. All right, of course. And it goes all the way up to general here, where you can get 40 points per acre lost. So yes, he might have a dramatic lead from us right now, right? He's at 230,000. We're at what, like 30? Yeah, 40,000. But that can be easily made up by some successful battles later in the game over here, right? If I'm a dominant general, I only need to attack like a couple times. You know, imagine we've got like 40,000 acres. You know, we're going to be able to attack once and make 200,000 combat points easy. So that all that work he's doing now is not going to be that effective, okay? And then you might ask, well, Adam, what's the work that you're doing? Like, why are you doing all this work? What are you putting in all this effort to stay in Major for? What are you actually trying to achieve? Why don't you just farm up combat points like everybody else? And the answer is because of this. Okay, this right here. Every day, I'm chucking in a little change, a little spare loose change from my pocket into the money jar. Alright, and that's the bank vault. And when we get up to 50 million, we can buy one of these. And this is going to give us a huge lead. Not only just me, but our entire alliance, a huge lead when it comes to winning the season, right? So that's kind of what we're focused on at the moment, okay? And that's not giving away the game away too much. It's pretty obvious what I'm doing. Okay, so if we look here also, yeah, so the acreage, or the amount of points you lose, combat points you lose when you get attacked, is also here as well. So, and then also killing a player, but you know, no one really dies when you're at general rank. Okay, that I don't even think that's a possibility, so I wouldn't really worry about that too much. Okay, the other thing we get as well is we get access to B-52s, and we get access to become, if we go here, if we get up to Lieutenant Colonel, we get access to B2s. Okay, and I'll show you what B-52s are right now. They are these Strato Fortresses, okay, which have 0 DP but 10 AP. So for the price of one F-22 Raptor, right, which is 4 and 5, so for the price of what used to be 5 AP, we can now get 10 AP. So the price per AP has gone way down when you go to Major, which means attacking is way easier, okay? And so this is sort of the calculations you have to do when you rank up. Is that you go, it's way more viable for me now to be an offensive major because I can build these Strato Fortresses. So if someone comes up to my major rank, man, I can just unleash 500 of them and absolutely wipe out someone, do some serious damage without needing to sacrifice the cost of building an F-22 Raptor, okay? Because remember, like, if I wanted to get the same amount of AP compared to the Strato Fortresses, I'd need to send 2 Raptors for every 1 Strato Fortress. Okay, so, but they cost the same. So I'm getting a 2-for-1 on my deal. I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes a little bit of sense. So, I think what we're going to do is we are going to wait for Top Dog's... what we're going to do now is we're going to wait for Top Dog's protection to run out. And when that's run out, we're going to go and strike him. He's killed 19 people. Nice. And we're going to have to see how that goes. Alright, so well, there is some good news here. Unfortunately, Top Dog retreated back down to Captain, but Decap did not. Decap did not, and boy did he get punished for it. 274 acres of land and $332,000 for us, which is a great success here. You can see what we killed. We killed a whole bunch of F-117s. And we lost 40 B-52 Strato Fortresses, so that is fine with us. Checking over the rankings once more. Here is our update. Look at this. I told you to let me cook. And now we have our top 3 spots owned by Alliance number 3. Look at this, guys. This is fantastic. So, yeah, obviously pretty happy about that. Our Alliance vault is growing by the minute, so I'm really chuffed about that. So there we are. That is the update to the rankings. If you are watching this may be slightly outdated now, quite simply just because I don't want to release information about my acreage and my net worth while, it's still relevant. So this might go up a day later. But anyways, I hope that you have had a great time watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you would like to join the Ambroid community, if you would like to become a part of this absolute cluster, absolute mess of a war that is going on right now, then absolutely feel free to click the link below. Join in, come have a chat to us, come invade us, see if you can take us down. Should be a lot of fun. But thank you all for watching. Take care. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.